the Lake Louise parking lot. You will be starting your hike most likely from this point if you are part of a tour. Now we go up. Today, I'll be taking you on a well-known path to the Lake Agnes Tea House with little clips along the way, and eventually the Big Beehive and Devil's Thumb. So if you guys are doing a tour, it'll give you a good idea your start to finish and what to expect along the trail. Mirror Lake. All right, gang. All right, the Lake Agnes Tea House. A very busy spot, but this will give you an idea of what it looks like when you get up here. We have a sitting area over there. You can get your photo taken with Lake Agnes. Oh man, this is the lineup. Okay, that gives you the idea of the lineup for, oh wow, Lake Agnes Tea House. If you need a toilet, the outhouses are up there. Our next stop along the way, we will be following this trail to those switchbacks in the distance, and then making our way up to Big Beehive. Okay, we are about 1 hour into our little adventure. You can see the Lake Agnes Tea House behind me there. And a quick view of what it looks like from this portion of our little hike. And now we'll be hitting a few tiny switchbacks here to make our way to our next stop, Big Beehive. I'll show you guys the tea house in the distance. So this would be the first switchback. And then pressing a little more forward. And switchback number 2. Easy, right? This is one of several viewpoints here on the Big Beehive. The trail goes there. It's a very large area. You have many choices to view Lake Louise. You have the Fairmont in the distance there, and this beautiful fog rolling in. Alrighty, if you remember, we just came up from here, the switchbacks from the Lake Agnes Tea House. Now to the left is the Big Beehive viewpoint. Okay, in front of us would be the trail going back down to the Lake Louise parking lot. To the right now is the third portion of today's video, which is Devil's Thumb. Some foggy slash bad weather is starting to come in. If you guys made it to the big Beehive or the Lake Agnes Tea House, big congratulations. And I'll see you guys back in the parking lot. For those joining me to Devil's Thumb, just got a little ways further, but this is kind of what the trail looks like after that tiny scramble. We just gotta go push a little further. I know you got this. Trail gets a little steep here. It's kind of this gravelly mix. All right. I apologize for the background noise, but let me catch my breath there. I just wanted to share the trail conditions one more time. One of the hikers told me coming up here, he said, "Oh, you need to be careful. It's incredibly steep and incredibly muddy," he said to me. And I was like, okay. I knew what to expect because I've done this hike many times before when I lived in Lake Louise. So even in the rain, I have an idea what the trail's like. So to prove to you guys, these are my not so good hiking boots. You can see they are still dry from when I left the Lake Louise parking lot. This is just from like hitting the wet grass, but you can see, I mean, what mud is there? So I have very dry boots with no mud. So the reason I wanted to point this out is don't believe everything you hear or people post online, because the thing is, a lot of people, they do a hike like this, they've never done one in their life, and you push them a little bit out of that comfort zone, and then it's exaggeration time. So you need to know conditions. You just keep watching these videos. I share with you guys the trail conditions and what's safe or what's not safe, and the reality of it all. So that goes for reading reviews, let's say, for example, on All Trails or online. I would try to find an opinion of a local, or let's say like a hiking blog on Google, you know, a more popular one, or a hiking YouTuber or something like that. I just finished taking some landscape photos of the Devil's Thumb. Little marker there, and there's Lake Agnes and the fog coming in. Incredible. And on this side it's completely white out. It's changing now. Even Devil's Thumb's getting, I'm very lucky I was able to get the photo that I did, because there's a little bit of light hitting it. It looked quite epic, but even now it's starting to look good again. The fog going through there. All right, if you made it to Devil's Thumb, I'm very proud of you. Good job. I'm sure you got some epic photos. I'm sure you had an epic hike, because this is pretty, you know, despite the foggy views, it's pretty incredible. The panorama you can see from up here. Okay, well, I'll see you back in the parking lot or / the next video.